What's up, guys? Welcome to my channel. Yes, my name is Rabbi Brian Jones, and welcome to my channel once again. So the last time I put out details on my channel, that is for the graphic design contest episode 6, and I told you guys to design a sports flyer, and I added an image of Kylian Mbappe from PSG, and you guys killed it. So today I'm actually going to record the submissions video for you guys, and you all did good. Some didn't, some understand. Sports fly is not easy to do, so definitely we're going to have flaws. And so yes, without further talks, without further blah 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 and all those things, let's get to the bloody intro and to the bloody submissions video. Okay guys, so let's start with the submissions. So we have Easy Graphics at number 1, and this is the submission that he brought. So let me show you the actual details of the whole, how do you call it, the resources that I give out for you guys to get into the details and everything. Okay, so this is the details I provided. That's the resources I provided: Devil Breeze font, bold, book, demi, light, and medium. And also I provided Go Bold for you guys, and also I added Hairtine. Hairtine is also a very nice font. And also I provided I think 3 PNG images of Mbappe, and also 2 JPEG images of him, plus PSG logo, and also a few resources and a paper effect. Okay, so these are the resources I gave out to you guys, and let's see what you guys came up with. So number 1, we have Easy Graphics, and this is his submission. So first of all, let me appreciate the fact that he wrote number 7 and added Kylian Mbappe in the number 7. You see, it is very cool to think that way. But my problem right here is the blue, that's a deep blue on the red background, is not showing. Like, you don't really see the blue from afar, and it would have been perfect if the 7 would have been in white or like any other color that's going to make it pop up. But aside that, I think it was very smart of him to come up with the idea. And also, when you look at the background, or like at the back of the number 7, there's the PSG logo there, and I think that too is very cool. Yes, and one thing that I don't know about this work is, I don't know, what did you do to the image? Like, the image was perfect. You could have added any other effect, but this one makes it look as if I don't know the type of effect you use, but then it is cool. So I'll only give you 2 suggestions. First of all, the background should have been very solid enough, and also the Eiffel Tower was in here, but it's very faint. You don't really see it from afar. All the same, it's cool. So the first suggestion is, next time try and make the background as solid as it can be. And also, when I uploaded the resources, I didn't tell you guys to use all of them. Yes, you can choose to use only 2 of them. You can choose to use only 1 of them. The only thing I expect from you guys is to get something massive and something dope. But all the same, Easy Graphics, this is a very nice work. Thank you for coming up with this. And yeah, so guys, you can check him out on Instagram as Easy Graphics. So this time around, I'm not going to enter into the Instagram page for one reason, and that's because it makes the videos too long. Video back, Charlie. So if I mention the person's name, you can go to his Instagram and just check his works out. So if you are new to the contest and you submitted your work, I'm very sorry. I wish I could enter your Instagram and showcase your works and all that, but it really makes the video very long. So we're going to put that aside for the meantime. I might consider somewhere along the line. I don't know. I mean, yeah. So thank you, Easy Graphics Call, for entering the contest. So number 2, we have Josman Graphics, and this is his submission. And first of all, let me appreciate the fact that you color graded the image and added like a cartoon effect. This is actually cool from afar. Yes, it is very cool, and you did the same thing to the other image behind him, and that too is very nice. And for the small image down here too, I think you did the same effect for it, but you added like a motion blur effect behind it, meaning you duplicated the image and you added the motion blur effect to the duplicated image at the back, and I think it was looking cool. So my problem here is the Paris Saint-Germain logo. That's the PSG logo. It would have been cool if the logo was back there like that, but then it actually overlapped into the number 7, and it wasn't, how should I put it, if it hadn't passed through the number 7, it would have been perfect, but it passed through it, and I mean, it looked some type of way. And also, let's appreciate the fact that he actually used the image to mask out the edge of the number 7. That is also very cool. Yes, and I love the fact that you actually stayed consistent with the color grade. You actually used the same color grade for all 3 images, and that was very cool. Yes, my problem, aside the ones I've mentioned earlier on, is the logo, the Paris Saint-Germain logo. You actually hey, today too I'm going to say how many actuallys. I'll try and reduce the actuallys. No easy. So the PSG logo is almost at the edge, and as I've said earlier on, I've been saying this all the time, you should have like a breathing space around your work. No matter how solid the work is, there should be like a breathing space around it, unless the work is solely like an art where you're supposed to, I mean, come out of the space and all those things. But then aside that, next time please try and go along with the breathing space. So Josman Graphics, thank you very much for joining the contest, and you guys can check him out on Instagram as Josman Graphics. And I must say, doing a sports flyer is not an easy feat. It's very hard to do, and yeah, this you guys have really upgraded yourself, and I'm pretty sure by the time we are done with season 2 of the contest, we are, hello brother, what's up with the work? Oh come on bro, I told you I'm going to be done tomorrow morning. Dang, sorry for that guys. So we have Ayo Paul Designs at number 3, and this is his submission. And I must say, he actually he cropped the lower part of the Eiffel Tower and used just the top only. So we have the top with the lighthouse effect and all those things. And look here, you see, he made the lights, I don't know how to put it, but you can see the highlights of the lighthouse reflecting on this image. I don't know if you did the same thing for the other images, but if you could have done it for the other images, it would have been perfect. Yeah, and also he sent this work on Instagram, so the quality is a bit pixelated here, but then not to mind that one. Yes, so I don't know, I didn't add this font to the details. That's the Kylian Mbappe. This is not Go Bold or no how do you call it, no Devil Breeze. Seriously, I only sent Devil Breeze, Go Bold and Hair Time, so I don't know where you got this font from. So automatically I should disqualify you, but then I didn't see. If only I saw it, I would have disqualified you, because you're supposed to use solely all the resources in here that I provided for you guys. But aside that, I think Josman, you've done a very nice work. I love the color grade you used on the background, on the stadium background, and it's very cool. And you did a massive job here. So next time, try and make sure you use just the resources that I provide, else you're going to be disqualified the next time. Yes. Okay, so very nice work that you've brought in. Thank you, Ayo Paul. Did I say just? I've been saying Josman Graphics the whole time, but this is Ayo Paul. Oh, Charlie, Josman sent this to me on WhatsApp. I don't know why. Yeah, sorry, Josman. I actually I messed up your name with Ayopol's name, but never to mind. So Ayopol, next time please make sure to go along with the details, else you're going to be disqualified. Yeah. So thank you for joining the contest. Yeah, you guys can check him out on Instagram as Ayopol Designs. And yeah, so moving on, we have number 4, and this is Creative Minds Concept, and you can check him out on Instagram as Creative Minds Concept. And this is his submission, and I must say, I don't know, you did a massive job on the background, but my problem is with the arrangement of the images. You could have placed this full image somewhere in the middle and masked this image on the left side of this one, and also use the one that is standing, the big one, also behind the tall one. I don't know why you separated them like this. And also you did a massive job on the font here, the Kylian Mbappe Paris Saint-Germain FC. It is very cool, just that the whole problem is with the arrangement. And also I don't know which, okay, I'm pretty sure you used Go Bold for the number 7. So yeah, and also you forgot to add some shadows to the under how do you call it, the boots of Kylian Mbappe, just to make it look very realistic. I don't know why. And also the color grade you used for this image is different from the color grade you used for this image. So I'll suggest that next time try and stay consistent with the color grade, because the color grade coming together forms something like I don't know how to put it, but like it gives off the work a very nice feel and a very cool feel. Yeah. So thank you, Creative Minds Concept, for joining the contest. This is a very nice work, except the picture arrangement. The text is on point and everything except the picture arrangement. So please make sure to go according to the corrections, and I'm pretty sure you're going to do great. So yeah, thank you once again for joining. So next at number 5, we have the anti-Photoshop artist, and damn, dude actually did his most. So first off, I love the yellow background, even though PSG has no yellow in their logo. I don't know, you deviated on that side, but then Charlie, this work is very nice. It's just cool, but there's a but. You see, his hands, Kylian's hands, is almost out. It's out of the workspace, and I don't know why he did it that way. His hands are supposed to be in the workspace, and I appreciate you using just one image. And also, when you look at the background here, you can see you use the full image of Kylian and masked the PSG logo behind it, and use that as the background for the whole image, and that is very good. That is very, very massive. Yes. And also you can see the number 7 here. But guys, my problem with you right now is I typed the jersey number so you guys can know the full meaning of the 7 that I put in there. Like, I didn't necessarily meant that you guys should add the jersey number. Yes, I was expecting you guys to just type in 7 just like that, but then it's all cool. Okay, so one thing the anti-Photoshop artist did about this work that I love is the text, the Kylian Mbappe text. I mean, it is dope. He duplicated the text and changed the color to white at the background, and not forgetting the color grade he used on the image. And there's this type of posterized effect on the image too that is giving off like a very cool feel. I mean, this is very dope. This is a very nice work. Yeah, so you guys can check him out on Instagram as the anti-Photoshop artist, and yeah, you can check him out. So thank you, the anti-Photoshop artist, for entering the contest. So on moving on, we have Amazing Graphics coming in at number 6. Is it 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, 6. So Amazing Graphics, this is a very cool work. I appreciate the fact that you did something cool here, but I don't know why you added this watermark designed by Amazing Graphics, and you even added your phone number. This is just for like a contest, and you're sending it for submissions, so I don't know why you're sending it for corrections and all those things. I don't know why you added your watermark and all those things. Yeah, so first off, let's talk about the image. The image is cool. This full image right here is cool, but my problem is the image in front of the big one. You see, I don't know how to put it, but you how should I put this for you to understand? Like, this guy is actually big enough, and you cleared the lower part here of the image. It is cool, but I don't like the way it blends in with the park, or like with the grass, the green grass. It's actually not green grass though, but then it's not looking cool the way you blended it with the grass. If only you could have positioned it a little up, to blend with something else, that would have been perfect. Yes, and also the image you placed here was cool, except you forgot to add the shadows and all those things. Yeah, and then number 7 too, you placed it right in front of them, and I must say you could have placed it at the back or like at the side or any other place, would have been perfect. Yeah, and I don't know where you got this round circle going around Killian's image, but the quality is way low. I don't know where you got it, and I'm pretty sure you did not do this by yourself. You brought it into the work. I don't know if you did. No, I'm not sure you did it by yourself. Yes, and you used like a blue stroke around the Paris Saint-Germain FC, and yeah, next time try and just let it be. If it's going to be white, let it be white, because strokes are actually useful when you have a problem with the text sticking in at the background. So if the text only is not fitting in at the background, that's where the stroke comes in. But then if the background is perfect and the text can fill in, you don't have to add any stroke to it. Yeah, so I see you added the Eiffel Tower too, but it's almost lost. We have just the tip here. I don't know why it happened that way, but then yeah, so amazing graphics. I'm pretty sure you're going to get some corrections from this, so you can use them to better your work next time. So thank you for joining the context, and I'll make sure to see you the next time. Yes, so coming in at number 6, is this 6 right? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Coming in at number 7, we have Big Boss Media, and Big Boss Media actually went to the top doing this. He added some electric feel in the legs of Killian, and it looks as if Killian's legs are on fire, like he's an electric footballer at the moment. It's a very cool effect that he's done. Yes, and my problem right now is a cool effect, but my problem right now is it's actually distracting us more, and I don't know how you overlaid the noise effect I added to the resources, but it's making the whole work very saturated. And even though it's the arrangement is cool, the image, the one you placed here, everything is perfect. I love the image arrangement and everything, but the work looks very saturated, and also the contrast in the work is too deep. You should understand what I'm trying to say. Yes, but aside that, the text too is cool. Kylian Mbappe, I can see you did not leave any breathing space for the text, especially the jersey number 7. You didn't leave any breathing space for it. But then yeah, for the image, I love the image. And okay, also you added some of the effects to the Paris Saint-Germain logo, and yeah, I think that too is kind of cool, but I don't know. So yeah, please try and make sure your work is not too much saturated as it is right now, and I think that will be a very cool thing to do the next time. Yeah, for the background, blue is actually cool because Paris Paris Saint-Germain has blue in their logo, so apparently the blue at the background is very cool. And yes, and the paper effect down here too, I don't know, it's actually gray, maybe from the effect you overlaid on the whole thing. Yeah, you could have overlaid the effect on the background only, leaving the images out, and that would have been cool though. Yeah, but all the same, very nice work that you've provided. So yeah, thank you Big Boss Media for joining the contest, and you guys can check him out on Instagram as Big Boss media. Okay, so I've even lost count. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7? So coming in at number 8, we have Chariot Innovations. And Chariot Innovations, god damn, he used only 2 images, and he actually killed it. So first off, this thing I'm noticing right here is the number 7 on the Paris Saint-Germain logo. It is actually very clever. It is so clever. We all know the Paris Saint-Germain logo already, so he just decided to put the attention of the number 7 there, just so we feel the thing going on. And also, if you look at the Kylian Mbappe text, he added like a shadow to make it look as if it's standing, and there's this shadow coming off at the lights of the stadium. So you see there are 2 lights in the stadium, this light and that light, and there's another one here, and it feels like those lights are casting the shadows out of the name Kylian Mbappe, and it is like a very cool thing to do. And so he didn't forget to add the shadows, and if you look down here, the football has the shadows in, and the boot also has the shadows down there. And I must say, this is very dope. This is a very nice work. So Chariot Innovations, Charlie, you've really outdone yourself. And so another thing too, he added the paper tear effect on the left down and right side, and left the upper part. I think that is fair. It is fair to do that. So this is a very nice work that Chariot, you've done. You've done a very massive work. Keep on keeping on, and I think everything will be cool for you. So thank you, Chariot, for entering the contest, and you can check him out on Instagram as Chariot Innovations. And coming off at number 9, is it number 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes, we have Dennis Bale, and Dennis Bale actually did like a mirror effect here. So if you can look at this well, you see we have a different image on the left side and the same image on the right side, and it's like a mirror effect going on the left and the right side, and it's actually cool. What I don't like about this whole thing right now is the background. You see the stadium image I added was quite cool enough that it could have hosted the lower part of the image, like the whole lower part of the image of the stadium could have fitted down here. And I don't know. And you also used this brush. I don't know, I didn't add that brush. I added the paper tear effect, and you didn't use that. You added your own brush in it. You could have been disqualified for this, but then I don't know, I just didn't pay attention to those things. So I'm actually loving the whole vibe here, except you forgot to color grade the images. So this image and this image, it's the same image, so they are having the same effect. This and this image is the same image, they're having it, but then it's a different tone when it comes to this one and the other one. So I would have appreciated, it would have been cool if you color graded all the images to suit the whole concept that you did. But aside that, I think it's a very nice work, and you forgot to bring like a small version of the PSG logo in the text. Aside that, I think you've pulled off a very cool work, Dennis Bale. As I said earlier on, sports artworks are not easy to do. So thank you, Dennis Bale, for joining the contest. And moving on you guys can check him out on he hasn't posted on Instagram. I think the last time I checked and there was nothing there. So we have how do you call it, is this number 9 or number 10? I really have to stop counting. So moving on, we have designed by Annie, and this is his submission. And I must say, I don't know what he was going at, but he did something cool here. Just that there was a lot of distortion, like a lot of distortions in the image that you don't know what you're looking at the moment. You should have like a first point view, a second point, like you're going to look at this first, look at this second, look at this third, and I'm pretty sure you didn't really look at that side at that point. So let's look at this image. You could have made this image normal, color graded it and left it there like that, then probably left the Paris Saint-Germain logo masked behind this image, but you distorted the image, and I don't know, it's looking some type of way. Okay, so one thing I love about your work right now is the text. You actually made a very nice arrangement on the text here, and for that one you've done a very good work. But for the others, I don't think I'm going to give it to you. But what you can do next time is, you see, I added a stadium image. This one, you could have overlaid the stadium image on the whole workspace, added like a gradient map to it, a red gradient map obviously, and added the images. So this image would have been in the middle, this at the side also. Then you color grade them, add the details, and you're good to go. Very simple. But then this is, as I said earlier on, it's not something easy to do. So yeah, you've done quite well. Designed by Annie. So thank you, Designed by Annie, for is it Annie? Or guys, when I make a mistake on your name, you should forgive me, I beg. And you can also like do a voice recording on Instagram for me, just so I get to pronounce your name very well. Okay, so thank you, Designed by Annie, for joining the contest. See you the next time. So the next on the bill is Emmanuel, and Emmanuel brought in 3 submissions. Like, guys, I've already said this, I need only one. If you bring in 3, I'd have to choose between one of them, and that is not cool. Maybe, I don't know, which of the works that you prioritize, and I just don't know. So this first work was cool. He made this pencil sketch in Photoshop, and it's very nice. I love it. But you actually erased the image very close, and there's no feathering in there. It's not like blending into the background or something. It is very sharp for like an erased image. And the Kylian Mbappe text too, for that one I'll give it to you, it's cool. But you could have placed the Kylian in the middle here. And then number 7 too, I don't know if you were trying to reduce the opacity or make it look very visible, but it would have been perfect if you made it quite readable. Yes. And also he added a small image of Kylian here, and it seems he's the only one on the park at the moment. I don't know if he's dribbling himself or I don't know. But then Emmanuel, yes, this work is cool. I love the pencil sketch, except the other things that I mentioned. So let's move on to the second submission he brought, and this is the second one, and this too is very cool. He actually did something very nice here compared to the first one. Yeah, except he forgot to color grade the image though, and also add shadows to the boots. But aside that, everything here is cool. And to the third submission he brought, this is it. He just wrote 7, added the images in the middle, and added PSG Mbappe. As simple as that. Yes. And I was actually waiting for one of you guys to add to do like a massive concept of this, like a number 7 with the detail coming out, or with the image coming out of the 7 with the details at the side and all those things. But yeah, nobody brought that. So I mean, only Emmanuel brought this, and yeah. So Emmanuel, my problem is, you see, I gave you resources, a whole lot of them to use. You could have used the stadium image to overlay into this whole blue background, and it would have been very cool, because this right here is very plain, too plain. And yeah, so next time try and get some detail in the background. You can even overlay the PSG logo at the whole background and reduce the opacity or something, and that would have been cool. And also I see there's something here you tried cleaning out. I don't know, it's still there and I can see it. Yeah, but then all the same, thank you Emmanuel for joining the contest. Please make sure to submit only one work the next time, so I can give you like a very constructive criticism on that work. Yeah, so let's move on to the next person, and we have Emmanuel's graphics with his submission. And this actually is very nice. This is a very nice work, except you took out his hand. His hand is not there. I don't know why y'all hate Kylian this much. His hand is out of the workspace. So first off, let me commend you on this thing. You masked his image into the number 7. I'm pretty sure you duplicated the number 7, cleaned out the middle part of the 7, remaining the stroke only, and you overlaid it on the image just to show off this very cool effect. I love that effect. If I must say, I love it. And you also did the same thing with the text. That's the clean Mbappe. But my problem is you opened the paper tear effect in the middle of the whole thing, and the paper tear effect was actually low in quality a bit, so I was expecting you guys to use it for like small minor stuffs, but you actually went far and used it for the middle of the workspace, so it's giving this like blurred effect. That's because the quality is a bit low. Excuse me. And let's look down here. There's an image here of Kylian's jersey and also the PSG logo, and I don't know, but it could have been a bit visible, much visible, despite the fact that you overlaid the distorted background that I added, and it's looking some way. And also one thing I noticed is you were trying to use the paper tear effect to cut out the lower part of the image, but I don't know what happened. It didn't really work as you planned it to be, but all the same, you've done a massive job. And also you duplicated the Paris Saint-Germain at the double sides, like the left side and right sides, and tied it in. It's a cool work you've provided. But next time, please try and go according to the design rules. You see, the design rules should have alignment either middle or left or right. But sometimes when it comes to sports design, it doesn't really matter if you're going to do like a middle alignment or left alignment or a right alignment. It just needs to be a massive work, a dope work. Yeah. So Emmanuel's Graphics, thank you for joining the contest. And I must say, the next time you come again with another submission, I'm pretty sure it's going to be massive than this. Yes. So let's move on. Then we have Expedience. Oh guys, if I mess up your name, please forgive me. Expedience Mag, and this is his submission, and he's giving us like a deeper blue from the PSG logo. You see, the PSG logo is a gradient, right? There's this lighter blue here and a deeper blue. I'm pretty sure he took the deeper blue out to sample in the background. Okay, so you added some 20th December 1998 and all those things, and it wasn't part of the details that I provided, and you could have been disqualified for this. I really didn't check. If I checked, you would have been disqualified for this. But one thing you did was you color graded the image, you added the shadows, and yeah, that is one thing that you did that was cool. And there's this image at the background here of Kylian that you've cleared off his head. His head is not there, just the jersey and his neck only. I don't know why you did that, but I'm pretty sure if only you made his head get into the workspace, it would have been much better. And also you used red for the Mbappe 7. It's cool. I mean, we have red in the Paris Saint-Germain logo, so definitely it can come off anywhere. Just that the position and the arrangement was a bit out of place. Yes, and I'm pretty sure you tried to center this image in the middle, but I don't know, it's looking kind of lefty to me, but all the same. Yeah. And also one thing I noticed here is the paper tear effect is hosting another image of Kylian, and you cleaned this part, and it's a no for me. It's either you take it out, you don't use it at all, or you use it and you use it effectively. Yes, that is one thing. So if you're going to use the paper tear effect, make sure it runs from the end to the other. So it should have been from this side to this side. Then Kylian's image will be probably in the right side and also in the left side or something. Yeah, but all the same, this is a very dope work that you've provided. Keep on keeping on. Expedience Mag, and yeah, you can go very far. As I said earlier on, sports designs are not easy to do, so you guys have really done very well. So moving on, we have FJ Graphics, and this is his submission. God damn, this guy actually went in for like a black and white for the background. He used the stadium image I provided and also the Eiffel Tower, And yes, this is what I was talking about. You see, he masked Kylian's image into the number 7 and made it look as if it's coming out of the number 7, and that is very clever. It is very, very clever. And then also he masked out he took out the text, he duplicated it, actually took out the text. This is massive. This is really, really, really massive. FJ Graphics. Yes. So my problem with this work right now is you cleaned half of the Paris Saint-Germain logo, and I don't know why you did that. You could have done this all right, but if only it was like a black and white type of thing with the opacity reduced low, that would have been cool. Then we could have had like an original of the Paris Saint-Germain logo somewhere here, down here, or somewhere here next to Kylian's name. That would have been dope. But aside that, I think this is a massive work that you've done. And also you forgot to add shadows to the boot and also the football. Please try and do so next time. So most of the times when you're doing something like this, you should never forget about the realistic aspect of it, to add the shadows, the highlights, and all those things. Do not forget it at all. So very nice work that you've provided, FJ Graphics. Very, very nice. I love it, except the corrections that are given out. Yeah, so you guys can check him out on Instagram as FJ Graphics. You can also check Experience Mark on Instagram as Experience Mark. And yeah, so let's move on to the next person, and we have Leopap Studios, that is I Am Reed, and this is his submission. He actually came very early with his submission. The day I posted a video, that was the same day he brought his submission, and this work is very cool. Yeah, he actually added the shadows, the football, the boots, and everything, and he went for a red color. Definitely he added a gradient map to this, and I see the Eiffel Tower in the background there. And you see, this is one thing that he did that I'm very proud of. He made good use of the football stadium. You see, he placed it on top, and for the down he used like a red gradient map all over there, just so we can have space. He can have space to put in the text and everything, and also still have space to showcase the football stadium and also the text and everything. Yeah, this is a very nice work, Leopap Studios. Yeah, so let's check the text. And Paris Saint-Germain FC, Kylian Mbappe. Yeah, you see, this effect is very cool, and this effect is very, very popular on Pinterest. Yes, one time I did the same effect, and one guy, Design B, was saying that I went to Pinterest to get the idea. I mean, sometimes you get the idea just by visualizing. So you visualize and it comes in, you do it, and later on you find out that someone else has done it long ago. Yes. So one thing that he also did that I'm very proud of is he added the Paris or the France colors, the red, white, and blue down here, and it is even like a cool effect in here. It's very nice, and yeah, thank you. I am Reed. Yeah, Idris Mohammed Reed. Is it Farido? Come on, I'm not here to do submissions on names. So yeah, Leopap Studios, thank you for joining the contest, and yeah, next time I'm pretty sure you're going to do a massive job than this. Yes, so moving on, you can check him out on Instagram as Leopap Studios. Yes, so moving on, we have Jeffrey AJ, and Jeffrey AJ brought this as his submission. I must say, this is cool. This is a nice work, and I don't know why you added like a double. I don't know if you guys are seeing this, but like a ghost effect added to the images, and I don't know why you did that. It's not really adding to the work. And also you cleared the lower part of his leg, Kylian's leg, and also the football. I don't know why you did that also, but aside that, the whole presentation, the placement of the PSG logo too is very cool, and the placement of the text, the Kylian Mbappe too, is very nice. And you actually didn't add the JC number. It is very cool you didn't add it. I just wanted the 7 just in there, and that is what you did for me. So next time, try and make the blue. You see there's this whole blue up here posing like the clouds, and it should have been much bluer. I don't know if you intentionally did it like this, but it could have been much bluer. And also you use the paper tear effect here, and it is almost hiding away. It's like it doesn't want to be in the artwork. Next time try and push it in a little bit. There's another one on the top too. Next time try and push it in a bit so we can have the feel of the effect. Also you color graded the image, and I don't know, this color grade kind of looks a bit different to me. It's not bad and it's not good. It's somehow in the middle, something like that. Yeah, but then next time you can try and give something massive to it. Yeah. So Jeffrey J, thank you for joining the contest, and please work on the corrections as I've said, and definitely you can improve on sports designs the next time. Yeah, so thank you for joining. So next on the bill we have Josh Tunes, and Josh Tunes came in with this submission, and yes, he added the jersey number 07, added like how do you call it? Is it like a metal effect or an emboss? I don't know, like an emboss metal effect, and it's cool. I mean, I love it. Yes, and the background too, he actually went in for like a dark thing. You see, it's all dark here on the background, and that is one thing that I think is cool about this. The dark background actually hosts the text very well. Yes, that is one thing too. And you did something with the Kylian Mbappe. You actually used like an inner shadow. I don't know if it's an inner shadow. It's like inner stroke, and obviously it's not looking cool. If only it was brought to the outside, that would have been perfect, but it's in the inside and it's not giving us the red effect that we want. And also you see the Paris Saint-Germain logo could have been placed on top of the Kylian Mbappe here, just like that, and that would have been perfect. Yes. And also the color grade you applied on the images, you actually used them for all the images, and that is very cool. Yeah. So Josh Tunes, you are really doing well. You are progressing and all those things. Yeah. So Josh Tunes, you are doing very well, and you are really progressing, and that is a very good thing. Yeah. So thank you for joining the contest once again, and I'll see you the next time. So you guys can check him out on Instagram as Josh Tunes. Okay. So moving on, we have Mayho. Is it Major or Mayho? Mayho Empire, and this is this work is damn. You see, Paris Saint-Germain consists of two colors, blue and red. Let's say the white is somewhere later on. So he made the left side red and the right side blue, and it's very cool. And he also masked the images in the Paris Saint-Germain logo. So look at the masking right here. It is very nice. I love this. This is actually very smart. And he placed just one image here of Kylian playing the football. I don't know, he forgot to add the shadows and all those things, but then it is a very cool thing that he's done. And he added like France, Ireland. I don't know why he added that. That wasn't part of the details. This would have been a straight how do you call it, disqualification, but still this work is very dope. I love everything, and the color grade you used on the image too. Yes, I wish I could have gotten like a clear quality image of this artwork, but then this is what you provided, and it is very cool. Yeah, so you guys can check him out on Instagram as Mayho Empire, and yeah, this is a very nice artwork. Thank you, Mayho Empire, for joining the contest. So moving on, we have Rich Graphics, and this is his submission. Rich Graphics won the episode 4. Yeah, I think it was episode 4. The episode 4 of the graphic design contest. Yes, and this is his submission. So first off, let's look at the Eiffel Tower. Is this Eiffel Tower I provided? I don't know. No, this is not the Eiffel Tower I provided. That would have been a very, very straight disqualification. but I'll consider it because I didn't check all those things. Yes. So first off, let me tell you something, guys. I love color grading. Color grading is dope. If you color grade, it gives you life. Color grading actually enters into your soul and replenishes you of all your sin. You understand?
Really, nigga?
Yes, really, nigga. So the color grade was cool. You forgot to add some shadows to the lower of the boot, like the lower side of the boot, and I don't know why you forgot that. But then the cloud also gives a very nice effect. It feels like the image is coming out of the cloud type of way, and it's cool. And you also added the motion blur effect to the duplicated image at the background. That too is very nice, and I can see the 7 inside here. But my problem is the 7 is white, and there's white in the jersey of Kylian, and that is kind of conflicting themselves in here. And yeah, if you guys know me and know me well, I don't like using big English. I like to use simple English. Before simple English, then we move on. Yes, I don't like puntain English. So there's one thing you did here, I don't know why. The Kylian Mbappe, the E here is from a different font. I don't know why you did that. You could have used the same font, the same E for the Mbappe, but you could have typed that separately and did whatever you wanted to do with that. Yes, and also you overlaid the PSG logo on his face. It would have been dope, but Charlie, his face, I mean, that's a no-no for me. Yes, you see there's the PSG logo at the background here. That one alone is cool, but you overlaid again on his face. That was where it was a no-no for me. Yes, and also you use the paper tear effect on the left and the right side, and that is actually very nice. Yeah. So Enrich Graphics, next time please do not try to overlay a logo on the player's face, because that is a no-no. And try to also stick to the font that I provided for you guys. Yes, so nice work, Enrich Graphics. Thank you for joining the contest, and you guys can check him out on Instagram as Enrich Graphics. So next on the bill we have Knee Graphics, and wow, Knee, my guy, he's actually he's progressing. He's really progressing. Yes, there are a few of you guys that I'm very proud of you based on where you started and what you are doing now. Yes, New Graphics, this is a very dope artwork. I love the background, and I don't know how you pulled this off. I don't know if it's one of my backgrounds that you added like an effect to it, or you used an external background. I just don't know. But damn, Charlie, this is dope. You see, the paper tear effect is going up, like the direction is slanted, and it's slanted in the same way that the Kylian Mbappe text is also slanted. The Paris Saint-Germain FC2 is slanted, and I must say it is very dope. You also color graded the image, and the color grade for this image was cool. The color grade for this image too was cool, but this one wasn't cool. And I don't know why you did this to the hand. I don't know if you were trying to hide this from me, but Charlie, my eyes, it passed eagle eyes. I get eyes, not ice that we put in water, but eyes. Literal eyes. So yeah, you could have done something different for this. I don't know why you did this, but Charlie, overall, it's a nice work. I don't know what to say about this work again. There's this outer glow you used that would have been different if you used blue as the outer glow color, or red. You see, white is not really making it. Yes, and also you see this effect. You guys really use the effect. I just wanted you to use it and reduce the opacities to like 10 or something, because this guy is really very intense. You see, it really gives off this intense feel in the background, and it's some way, Charlie. So yeah, if you're going to use that effect next time, try to really reduce the opacity so it doesn't distract your work. But overall, New Graphics, this is a very massive work. Thank you very much for joining the context once more. And you guys can check him out on Instagram as Knee Graphics. And yeah, so moving on, we have Orange Jet Graphics, and this is his submission. And yeah, okay, so first off, the background he used didn't have any changes or something to it. You see the image I sent, he used the exact image. He didn't color grade or he didn't change anything. And also the noisy background I was talking about, he also used that without changing it or doing anything to it, and that too is very smart. Yes, but my problem here is the images. The arrangement of the images are a bit off to me. You see, this one is at the right side, it is slanted at the background, and this image too, the one he's in white, is also slanted at the background, and there are no shadows or whatsoever showing that. I mean, you see, there should be like some few shadows here behind this image, just to make just to give like a realistic 3D type of thing. I don't know if you feel what I'm trying to say. Yes, but then it would have been perfect if you would have done that. Yeah, and also the Paris Saint-Germain logo is really near the white line you created. Yes, and that is the breathing space I'm always talking about. The breathing space is it's not breathing, no, breading. It's breathing, brief. It's just that I'm trying to do myself above some. I'm doing myself English. Yes, English is something else. So yes, breathing area or breathing space. So the breathing space in this work has been violated by the logo, and that is because of where you placed it. Yeah, you could have placed it somewhere in the middle here, just to have the space working around. And there's this black duplicated image at the background, or like at the back of the image, and I don't know why he did that, but it's really giving off some type of effect in there. Yeah, but aside that, I think it's a dope work that you've done. As I said earlier on, I'll say again, sports design, sports artworks are not easy to do. So you guys have done very, very, very well. Yes, so next time, please try and work along with the breathing space. Make sure the work is really working along with, the breathing area. And also make sure there is like some shadows working in there with the images also. Yeah, so thank you, Orange Jet Graphics, for joining the contest. You guys can check him out on Instagram as Orange Jet Graphics. So moving on, we have Owuse Graphics, and this is Owuse Graphics' submission. And same as I said earlier on, I'll say it again, the image arrangement is one thing you guys should consider. You see, as you placed Killian's image here, you could have added, or you could have placed this image quite bigger right at the background, and this one somewhere at the background but much bigger, taking off like an overlay effect, reduced to like 10%, and that would have been cool. Okay, so the next thing that I'll talk about is the color you used. You see, green is not in Paris Saint-Germain's logo, and that is way off. This is like Celtic color. You use like Celtic FC color, and that is way out of the league. Yes, and also the Kylian Mbappe text, you cleared this area. I don't know why you cleared it, but I don't know if you're trying to mask it behind this image, but it didn't really work out. And also the cleaned out ellipse that you did, that effect here, you should have reduced the opacity to like 20% to give it a different feel. Yes, you left it like this, and it is too dark. So next time, let me suggest this for you. Try and position the whole thing in the middle, so you can have some breathing space along the whole way. As I've said earlier on, as you guys can see, it is very important to have like a breathing space along the work. Yes, and the Kylian Mbappe text could have been a bit smaller. Then the number 7 would have been much bigger somewhere at the background too. And also the Paris Saint-Germain FC, it's all working as I told you earlier on. The breathing space should have been respected. Yes, but aside that, I love the background, and also use the Eiffel Tower I provided too, and that is very cool. Yeah, overall it's nice, just that you have to abide to the corrections that I've said earlier on. Yeah, so thank you Ose Graphics for joining the contest, and I'm pretty sure we'll see you in the next one. You're really doing well. So next on the bill we have Pro Dominic. Is it Pro Dominic or Pro Dominic? Guys, please, if your name I make a mistake, forgive me. I beg. Wow. Send me a voice note on Instagram, and let me know how you mention it. So first off, let me commend you on the background. I love the background. You've done a very massive work at the background. I love it. You also added the Eiffel Tower, but I don't know if this is the image I gave you guys. I just don't know, but probably it might be the image I gave you. So yeah, I mean, I love the background, and you were trying to do like a mask in the Paris Saint-Germain logo. You see the round thing here? Yeah, like the first work, what's the name? Mayhor Empire did. Yes, something like this. But I'm not saying you were trying to do the same thing, but it was almost like that effect. And if only you achieved, or if only you did something much more to it, it would have been very massive. But overall, it is cool that you actually chose to do this. Yes. So I don't know, for the breathing space, you are good with the breathing space. Everything is cool. The Paris Saint-Germain text down here too is kind of cool. And yeah, I must say the paper tear effect, you used it pretty well. It is cool. I mean, yeah, very nice. And the JSON number, as I said earlier on, I really didn't expect you guys to bring in a JSON number. I just wanted the 7. So yeah. And also the image that you used at the background, this one, the one that you standing, really isn't looking right. If you take this one out, it's a perfect work and everything is in place. But if you put this image in, it feels a bit out of the way. Yes. So Pro Dominic. How do you mention your name? It's a nice work you've provided. I love the background. I really do, and I might commend you on it. Yeah. So thank you, Pro Dominic, for joining the contest. But please try and work according to the corrections. So guys, the main reason why I'm not really suggesting much is because sports flyers doesn't really have a lot of formula. You just drop them, add some massive concept to it, and you're good to go. That's why I'm not really giving you, it's not like a chess flyer where you can say that the details should be left aligned, or the details should be right aligned, or you should put this there, you put that. Nah. This is different. This is like a sports flyer. That is why I'm not giving you much detailed corrections. Yeah. So yeah, thank you, Pro Dominic, for joining the contest, and you guys can check him out on Instagram as Pro Dominic, as you guys see here. So moving on, we have Karmic Creative, and this is his submission. Wow, I mean, he did something here, some solid work here, except there's not much of arrangement going on in there, because this image is different, this image is different. It's just, I love the intense effect it's giving, and also you manipulated the 7. I love that one too. It's very dope, very cool. Yes, just that the image arrangement is my problem. And also the Kylian Mbappe text too is very cool. This is like a yellowish, I don't know the name of the color, but something like a creamy color. Then I mean, it's cool. Yes. So one thing you could have done was you could have placed the Paris Saint-Germain text and the logo right under the Kylian Mbappe text's logo, somewhere along this side, and it would have aligned with the whole thing. Then the number 7 would have been working in there. Very cool. So one thing I noticed is also you overlaid the Paris Saint-Germain logo much larger at the background and reduced the opacity a bit, and also added like a Gaussian blur, if I'm not lying, but like a Gaussian blur to it. And yeah, it is cool, it is massive. I love the color grades too, but next time please try and stick to just one color grade. Yes, and there's this red glow that you added to the football, and I must say that is also a very massive thing to do. Yeah, so Karmic Creative, you are doing very well. Thank you for joining the contest. You guys can check him out on Instagram as Karmic Creative. And yeah, so come again next time. Come again on episode 7, and I'm pretty sure you're going to do massive. Yes, so the next person is Kwesi Print, and this is his submission. Kwesi Print. So first off, he has this line going on with the text Paris Saint-Germain FC. That is cool. I mean, it's perfect. He could have even created like a background with this small text, yeah, and that too would have been perfect. So the number 7 is at the background, not really visible, but he didn't forget to add the shadows. He added the shadows, and that is one thing I must say I'm very proud of. Yes. And also the background, I don't know if it's white or it's gray, or I just don't know, but you could have done something to it. It's going to be like blue or red or pure white, because the Paris Saint-Germain logo is blue, red and white. But aside that, I think you've done your best. And also there's these dots here that I don't know, I didn't add them to the resources, but they are in here. That should have been like a straight disqualification, but I mean, you've done well. This is a nice artwork. And also the color grade didn't really affect this image, the one that he's standing, but then it's cool. So another thing that you could have done was the Kylian Mbappe text here could have been on top or in the number 7, and that too would have been very, very, very perfect. Yes, so very nice work you've brought in. As I said earlier on, sports arts is not easy to do. So yeah, thank you Kwesi Print for joining the contest. And at this point, I think the video is almost at an hour. I don't know if you guys are going to watch it, because there was a lot of submissions. Yeah, so thank you Kwesi Print. You guys can check him out on Instagram as Kwesi Print. And yeah, let's move on to the next, and we have Snips Illustration, and this is the submission that Snips Illustration brought. And first off, let me comment the background ones. Like for me, I'm a background guy. I'm a background type of guy. I pay real attention to backgrounds. That is me. That is what I do. Yes. So looking at what he did here, he's using the paper tear effect. And if you look closer here, the paper tear effect, in the paper tear effect, the image is black and white, and on top of it, the JC is colored, but his image is actually black and white. That's a cool effect to do, frankly speaking. But I don't love the arrangement or like the image alignment that you did here. It's kind of out of the way for me. You could have maintained just one image, just only one image, and that would have been perfect. So let's say you chose this image, you placed it in the middle here, then you shift this image into the middle as well, and you clear this image, giving you just 2 images. Then you add the details and you're good to go. Yeah, that too would have been cool. Yes, so the main reason why I love the background is because there's this blue blacky effect in, and as you can tell, the Paris Saint-Germain JC is like a blue black type of thing, and that is very cool. Yes, and I see you masked the Paris Saint-Germain logo behind his image, and it would have been cool if only you added some shadows to make it feel as if it's standing. That would have been very perfect. So let's check the text here, and the text says Kylian Mbappe PSG number 7. Yes, this is actually dope. This is actually very perfect. 2 actually in a row. I don't know what is wrong with me. I need deliverance. I need deliverance from actually. I need deliverance from myself on the actually. Charlie, easy. Yes, so Snips, yeah, I would have preferred you using just 2 images. That would have been very simple. That would have been straightforward and given us like a different vibe. Yes, but overall, this is a nice work that you've done, Snips. Thank you for joining the contest, and you guys can check him out on Instagram as Snips Illustration. And yeah, so let's move on to the next thing, and we have the next guy. We have Swish Graphics. Yes, he used 3 images. That is the image that Kylian is standing, and the other one that is open his mouth. The other one is dribbling the ball across the football pitch or something. Yes, So first off, the Paris Saint-Germain logo is too big, way too big for my liking. It could have been a bit smaller and positioned somewhere down here, and that would have been massive, like massive, really real massive. Yes. So the text too says Kylian Mbappe, Paris Saint-Germain FC, jersey number 7. Okay, I mean, I'll go with that. You added like a outer glue to the text also. I'll also go with that. That is cool. It's cool. Yeah. So the background has this blue black effect on the top part, and I see the Eiffel Tower in there, but it's just the top of the Eiffel Tower only that I see. And also when you come to the lower part, the football pitch is also here, but it's just the top parts. You could have placed the football pitch image in this side, just this side, and erased the top parts just to make it feel in the artwork. But aside that, I think you've done well with the work, and you forgot to color grade the image too. If only you have done that, that would have been perfect. But yeah, next time try and follow the corrections, and I'm pretty sure you are going to do a massive job. Yeah, so thank you Swish Graphics for entering the contest, and you guys can check him out on Instagram as Swish Graphics. So next on the bell we have Uzonzi. I don't know if that's the right name. Uzonzi Designs. Yeah, Uzonzi Designs. And okay, first off, you how should I put it? The text is too close. They are way close. Way close apart. What is wrong with me? They are too close to each other. You could have spaced it out a little bit, but all the same, it's cool that you actually added it in there. Yes. So the background is something that I'm worried about now, because I mean, you added the football pitch here, but then you added the paper tear effect in there, and it's almost covering up the football pitch image. And if the football pitch image was to be in, that would have been very massive. Yes. And you added a different color grade to this image, and a different color grade to this image, and also a different color grade to this image. I must say, I've already said this, but next time guys, try and color grade with the same effect for all the images, and that would have been very massive. Yes. And for the Kylian Mbappe text here, it's black and you've stroked with blue. It's not cool. You could have used just the black only, and that would have been perfect. Yes. So I'm pretty sure if you've watched to this part, so definitely you know how to create like a solid background. And if only you could have done that, you could have had like a very dope work for yourself. But all the same, you've done well. Uzonzi Designs, thank you for joining the contest. You guys can check him out on Instagram as Uzonzi Designs. So moving on, we have Vem Graphics, and this is Vem Graphics says submissions. So yeah, he actually, this guy is good. He overlaid the Paris Saint-Germain logo over the page and made it seem as if it has been imprinted there. That is very smart. It's very smart, my guy. Very smart. Yeah. So first off, these two images are black and white, and these two are colored. I don't know why you did that. I don't know. And the Kylian Mbappe is actually conflicting with the PSG logo and also the Eiffel Tower. And I must say, you could have stuck with just one thing, and that would have been perfect than adding all of them together to make like a confused background. And also the Paris Saint-Germain text you used here has a black stroke to it. No, it's a no for me. Yes. And also the image arrangement, I'm pretty sure you've already learned a few things by the time you've reached to the side, so definitely you know that you could have done the arrangement and everything quite perfectly. Yes. So there's not much I can say about this, so all I can say is next time try and do the image arrangements, and that would have been dope. Yes. So thank you Vem Graphics for entering the contest. I'm pretty sure we're going to see you in episode 7, where you're going to do very much. Yes. So let's move on, and you guys can check him out on Instagram as Vem Graphics, and yeah, follow him and see what he has going on. So the next on the bill we have who is this? WhatsApp image 2 plus. Yes, I've forgotten who sent me this work. I don't know, but let me just give it a critic anyway. So first off, the background is cool, but the blue is too deep. Like this royal blue, it's only used for like, I don't know, for like green screen, blue screen. When you are doing movies and you want to use only blue, that's when you use this royal blue. Yes, but then in this artwork it is too blue to my liking. But one thing that you did very well is you actually overlaid the football pitch image on top of the blue, and it matched very well, I must say. You also created a rectangle, a red one and a white one for the background just to host this image, and that is looking cool. My problem is this image is looking much bigger and this one is looking a bit smaller. Yes, and I see you are trying to make them be on the same side or like the same size, and yeah, you tried, but then it didn't really work off as you wanted it to be. And also the number 7 here is very thin. You could have boldened it a little bit and also placed it in the red part here and reduced the opacity just a bit, so you're going to see the number 7 in the rectangle, but not much. And yeah, that would have been like the smallest tiny detail that you notice when you're really looking at that work. So for the text, the name Kylian Mbappe is cool, but I don't know, the Kylian is very small, you cannot read it from afar. But next time try and just do something very readable. For me, I would have placed the Kylian somewhere on top here and made the same color white. Yes, and yeah, overall I think you've done a very good work. The arrangement, the alignment, the images, everything perfect except the color grade that you didn't do. Yes, so thank you whoever your name is. I've forgotten who your name is, but I just wanted to add it because you sent it. And yeah, so thank you for joining the contest. And moving on, and we have Xenos Concept, and this is Xenos Concept's submission, and he also did the same thing as VM Graphics did. He overlaid the PSG logo on the floor or on the pitch just to give it this cool effect, and that is a very nice work. Yes, so he color graded all the images, and yeah, I love it. So the text Kylian Mbappe has one at the background and has one in front, and the one in front has been cut out just to pave way for you to see the image, and that is very smart. I mean, that is really, really smart. But my problem is, Xenos, you brought something in that you're not supposed to bring. You're supposed to use the resources I provided, but I see like a pink drop paint splash thing here, and that wasn't part of the details that I provided or the resources. But then, I mean, yes, it's cool. It's a very nice design that you've done. Yes, and yeah, overall it's cool. The details here, or the image that I was telling you guys about, you could have reduced the opacity and that would have been okay for the whole thing. Yes, so Xenos, I mean, thank you for joining the contest. Xenos actually won episode 1 and 2 of the graphic design contest season 1. Yes, and that was very, very massive one of him. I think he won like 3 times or 2 times, I don't know. Yeah, so thank you Xenos Concept for joining the contest, but please try and stick to the rules next time, just so I don't disqualify you. Yeah, so guys, that will be it for all the submissions. I think I had like 32 submissions in total, and that is a lot, and I have to add all of you guys. Now the video is almost like an hour and I can't leave anybody out of it. So yeah, so guys, you guys are not supposed to be. Yeah, so guys, that'll be it for today's video. For the winner, I'm actually going to leave that to you guys. If you feel this person won, just comment his name under the comment section, and at the end of the day I'm going to choose the winner for the episode 6 of the graphic design contest. Yeah, so guys, without further thoughts, without further ado, I'm just going to end here because I'm very tired and very weary. I've been working the whole day. So yeah, kindly subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.